Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now in this video, usually I'll do an animation or I'll do a speed paint, but today I decided I'm going to do a type of review nearly. I'm going to look at the new Procreate brushes because they've added a good few more, so I'm really interested in looking into those. I think they just added them today, but I might be wrong about that because I wasn't on FlipaClip yesterday, so I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so I'm going to check them out. So one thing is, I'm using an Apple Pencil with this, and it has pressure. So as you can see, if I use my pen lightly or heavily, then, you know, it's light or heavy. So yeah, it'll probably be different for some people who don't use Apple Pencils or don't use styluses in general. So yeah, I thought they'd be interesting to check out with the stylus pressure. So first off, the standard pen, everyone knows it. It's pretty good, pretty simple. And they also have a stabilizer now, which I really appreciate it because my hand is so wobbly. So when you click on this little arrow here, there's pen settings. Stabilize, you can change that. And if you don't know what stabilizer does, it basically makes your lines a whole lot less wobbly. And that's very useful for someone like me. So there's the stabilizer. If you want that, I'm going to turn that back down to the default, I think. Opacity as usual, thickness as usual, and then the color, all standard stuff. Next is the pencil. This one I think was a default one before. Now this one isn't affected much by the pressure, it does go a bit lighter. And then if you keep layering it, it'll become darker and darker. That's a really simple one. Brush, I think we had this one before. Wrong one. You're able to choose the stabilizer, thickness, opacity. The default opacity is 12% on this, so I'm going to use the default. And then the pen pressure does not much, which is a bit interesting. I'm going to quickly check if there's any layering. Not really. So I'm pretty sure that was a default brush. Highlighter. This one seems pretty cool because it's very see-through, and you can get this effect with the default pen, like by just adjusting the opacity. But I like it as a default thing because that means more effort is being put into it. And also it has a bit of, you can't really see it, it's kind of hard to notice, but it kind of is like held at an angle like a highlighter usually would, which I really like. Now there isn't much layering, which I would like a layering feature to be added. I think it'd be pretty cool, but I can kind of understand why it isn't. Next is the crayon. I think I really like the crayon texture, so I hope this is able to replicate it well. Ooh, this is nice. So this is the pressure from light to heavy. Wow, that's really nice actually. And then obviously you can layer it up and try to get rid of those white spots. So I'm just gonna see if there's any. Yeah, I feel like you could blend these pretty well. You can make a nice type of stylistic blend. Now we have two more. We have the airbrush one. I hope this is good because, ooh, that's actually really nice. So if you really wanted to, you could do blush or something. Or even just like simple gradients and blends. I can see this being very useful. It's also, I think I'm going to quickly test the layering. Yeah, it's very nice. I think that has to be that's probably my favorite brush. Like, that isn't just the default pen. And this last one is Sketch. Oh, I think this is a much better one for sketching than the pencil is. So that's the pressure on that one. And then versus the pencil, I think I like the sketch one for sketches more than the pencil. I really like this one as well. So the new brushes seem to be very good. And just before I give my final verdict, I'm going to create a drawing and I'm going to try use every single new and old brush. So yeah, I'll just quickly do that. So guys, honestly, these brushes are amazing. This doesn't look like it was done in Flip a Clip. Gosh, one thing I have to say is the stabilizer could use a bit of work. But yeah, it's really good. I've used every single brush. I'll point out a couple areas. So I used the sketch when I was doing the sketch. I was using the pen in most areas. I used the paintbrush for the writing to do a sort of layered effect, which I really like. I used the highlighter for some highlights in these corners. I really like the look of that. I think it looks nice. I used the pencil to do some like rough shading and some curls in the hair. Then I did the crayon to do the hoodie kind of like fetch shading. Then I did the airbrush tool for the blush and for the background. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing any. Yeah. So that was everything I used. Honestly, this is really good tools. I'm very happy with this new update. As I said, stabilizer could use a bit of work, but other than that, I think it's a very good update. So yeah, and I'd recommend, if you do use Flip a Clip a lot, you should go test these brushes out to get the hang of them. And yeah, so, well everyone, thanks for watching. I know this isn't really my usual style video, like talking and stuff, but still, thanks for watching to the end. And just before you all leave, I want to show you all one quick thing. Okay guys, so this is my Social Blade, and if you don't know what a Social Blade is, it basically shows all your stats, it shows graphs, it shows things like this. So yeah, and it's very popular, and I was deciding to look at mine because every YouTube channel has one, right? And my total grade on this, now I don't use grades in my school, we don't use grades, so I'm not sure exactly how good the normal grade is, but I searched up what a C+ is worth on Social Blade, and it means the above average. So I know, and also I'm 15,000 subscriber rank, and obviously usually that would be absolutely horrible, considering it's YouTube with millions of YouTube channels. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I just wanted to show you all this because I thought it was very cool, very interesting. Also, I don't earn any money for my videos. Don't believe this. They're usually accurate if you're actually eligible to make money, but you know, I'm not eligible, but yeah. So everyone, thanks so much for watching my video. Sorry for not uploading in a while. I'll try to upload more often. And yeah, the holidays are soon, so hopefully I'll get an animation out before then. So yeah, thanks for watching and bye-bye.